Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So today, of course, let's talk about Bitcoin, but also watch these crypto. 3 specific ones that an entire country is watching. So let's talk about who they are, and let's talk about what's going on and what to expect for Bitcoin. So, welcome, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday. You know, the entire crypto market cap has been creeping upwards slowly, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. We are finally out of May, which has not been a good month, right? But will June bring better days? Well, we had a good start on Friday, at least the U.S. market. Look at the Dow went up 700 points. The debt ceiling crisis is over. So that's a pretty good thing, okay? Even though long term, it's going to lead to more inflation, more money printing. But short term, at least it removes the debt ceiling, right? Or the ceiling overall that's holding the entire market down. So that's good. Tech stocks are going up, which is also good because we know that Wall Street, unfortunately, views Bitcoin as a tech. Like they kind of bundle into the tech sector. That's why when tech, which is considered risk on assets, starts selling off, Bitcoin also did, right? But now that big tech is starting to rally once again, it makes you wonder, well, is Bitcoin next, right? Really, the two have nothing to do with each other. Bitcoin is not a big tech stock or a big tech company, okay? But unfortunately, a lot of Wall Street does view it that way. But this is also pretty good. Basically, appetite for risk on assets are starting to build. So that is why many people feel like Bitcoin is ready to make a big move in July after that 30K push. We're not in July yet, but many people feel like they're looking at a pattern, looking at what's going on, macro perspective, right? Basically, Bitcoin is set. The stage is set. There's so much money sitting on the sidelines, right? Waiting to come in. It's like one of those things where people want to see confirmation first. So people are waiting. But once we see that big push, that's when the money will start flowing in. We will push past 30K and possibly to 40, 50, 60K in July. Actually, a lot of people have predicted that come July, we will be right around 40 to 50,000. Okay, so that means June, we got a ways to go. And July, that big move could be coming. Right? Some other things that kind of support this narrative. For example, this golden cross that has never happened in Bitcoin's history. This is looking at the 13-week moving average versus the 200-week moving average. The funny thing is, this has never happened before, but we never had a death cross with this either until recently. So I don't know, like, you know, we did have a death cross and Bitcoin went lower, but now we have a golden cross, right? But it kind of shows you Bitcoin has had some pretty tremendous up and downs. And had we not had FTX go under right at the last, you know, towards the tail end of 2022 or midway, maybe not toward the end, right? Had we not had that collapse, right? Makes you wonder, maybe Bitcoin never would have fallen that much to begin with. Remember, we had a time where we hit 17,000 and then started climbing back up again. And then unfortunately, we retested 15,000, right? And that was due to FTX. But had FTX not happened, maybe we would have recovered much faster and be at a higher level than we are right now. We don't know. One could speculate, but you know what? This is good. The HODL wave is also indicating that, yeah, we are definitely coming upwards. HODL wave is obviously pretty important in terms of measuring. I mean, you could just see it right here, right? You could see when the peaks are happening. And during the non-peak season, you have that green, right? That green, and it starts shrinking, right? And we're at that point where we still have a lot of green. And when that starts shrinking and we start seeing more yellow and deep red, that's when we know we're in a full bull market or full bull run, whatever. Okay, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet, but we are definitely going up. And, you know, the fundamentals still continue to get better and better and better. Number of non-zero addresses. Not only is it slowly creeping up, it's actually going up at a faster rate than ever before. I mean, all the way until probably 2017, 2018, that rise, right? That's probably a little bit more aggressive than what we're seeing now. But if you look at the very top right, it's going up pretty aggressively in terms of number of addresses. And again, this is still Bitcoin being at 27, 28,000. Imagine when Bitcoin does hit 100,000, right? And past, how much faster it will be flying upwards, right? So it's just a matter of time. Right now, you know, we've just started summer. May get a little boring, but there are many people that really feel like we are going to get that explosion, especially come July. And in the meantime, we could see a slow, steady upwards growth for not only Bitcoin, but an entire sector, right? And now that the debt ceiling is over and we're going to get another FOMC meeting that's coming in a couple weeks with no rate hike. These are all fantastic macro stuff on the short term that will definitely drive a lot of money back in. So it's just a matter of time. And also, another catalyst is China, Hong Kong. We know Hong Kong opened up. It's a little slow. Okay, a lot of exchanges still trying to get their licensing. A lot of citizens still trying to get access to an exchange to be able to buy and trade and so forth, right? But right now, there's a lot of pressure building. So according to one of their news outlets that did a massive poll among the crypto community in China, who are they picking as the top L1s, L2s, the top protocols? And this relates to the three that I want to talk about. And it's really no surprise. It's not like they picked, you know, Conflux or any Chinese-based chain. No, it's the ones that we know, the biggest ones. Ethereum, of course, no surprise. Arbitrum, not a surprise these days. And BNB chain, not a surprise, right? Why are they not a surprise? Well, you guys should know. According to TVL, total value locked, they're among the biggest. Okay, you discount Tron because you can't trust any Tron numbers. But you look at Ethereum, 27.2 billion. Then number 2 would be Binance Smart Chain at 4.39 billion. And number 3 would be Arbitrum at 2.33 billion. So these are definitely the largest protocols with the most value locked in. And the most that's arguably are going on right now. Ethereum, right now, after switching to proof of stake, more and more people are staking. Look at it. Staking on Ethereum had its biggest month to date in May. I mean, just look at it. Going all the way back to January 2021, right? The fear is lifted. This whole notion that, oh, you know, if I stake ETH, I can't get it back out. Well, that is gone. That is why, look at it. Staking is increasing by leaps and bounds. It was only at like 13%. Not too long ago. Now I think it's pushed past 16, 17%. And that doesn't count how much is staked in liquidity pools or bridges and various other. This is just native staking. And it's growing by leaps and bounds. And when you combine that with the deflationary nature right now, because there is just a lot of burning, more burning than ETH being issued, well, you know that's going to lead to good things. That's why Ethereum has been getting a bit stronger recently versus Bitcoin, because you just have a whole lot of people either staking it or you have a whole lot being burned, and the supply is actually decreasing at this point, right? So it's really no surprise, and Ethereum is still the biggest chain when it comes to smart contracts. I mean, all the meme coins are popping up on Ethereum, and all the DeFi projects, and guys like Lido, they're liquid staking volume keeps on increasing, right? There's just a lot of stuff happening with Ethereum. And look at this. Supply last active 7 to 10 years for Ethereum. Well, this is kind of skewed, but it's skyrocketing. It's skyrocketing. Ethereum has not been around for 10 years, more like 7 years, right? But you could see it is definitely skyrocketing. So the long-term ETH holders, the OGs of ETH, they're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. There's more people that are doing that. All right, so that's Ethereum. But what about Arbitrum? Arbitrum, you know, there's still a lot of enthusiasm over Arbitrum because basically it's a layer 2 for Ethereum. It's a way to scale Ethereum. So a lot of dApps are very interested. A lot of dApps are moving towards Arbitrum because even though they want to be part of ETH, they want something that's more scalable and that doesn't have congestion. You know, right now, some ETH transactions are very expensive. $10, $20, $30 at times, right? Arbitrum, you don't have that problem. But the great thing is it's a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, meaning dApp makers can still program using Solidity, still use Ethereum virtual machine, and the gas fee paid is still in ETH, not ARB. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. So it's no wonder that it's getting so popular. And they are getting ready to launch official version, a native version of USDC. So in terms of stable coins, right? That's very important. It's coming. It's coming to Arbitrum as well. So a lot of good things happening on Arbitrum. And then you saw the headline over here. Whales continue to accumulate. Whenever you see that, it's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. I don't have much BNB news, but BNB, you guys know, is Binance Smart Chain. Just absolutely huge. Really huge. Binance is huge, right? So I don't really have a whole lot about Binance Smart Chain. But there are a couple other news I want to share. Hong Kong, because they are so bullish on crypto now, they have launched, or at least the company have launched, a new stablecoin. Interesting. First Digital launches a new USD-backed stablecoin, the FDUSD. So that will probably be on most of the exchanges out there. And I take that back. This is actually going to be launching on BNB. So when I said there's no BNB news or Binance Smart Chain news, I lied. This is actually on BNB chain, right? But yeah, overall, you know, Hong Kong and China seems to be very bullish. Their white paper is talking about metaverses, NFTs, digital assets, stable coins. I mean, they're going all out. All out. So I think this is all great. Very, very great. All right. That's pretty much it. I got a couple other exciting things I want to share with you guys. It's not planned yet, but it's going to happen. Those of you guys that do follow me on Twitter, you may have noticed that yesterday I hyped up how many of you guys are from Fort Lauderdale working on something huge with Flux. Okay, and then 10 hours later, I said ready for some fun. Vegas in July and Fort Lauderdale in September, right? More details coming. So there's a couple things I want to announce. First of all, I will be having another shindig, another party, kind of like the one I had in Miami, but I will be having it in Vegas. So I'm still trying to plan it out. I'm going to co-host it with the Sin City Crypto guys, but mostly I'm just going to be inviting a lot of people. It's going to be a networking party. I'm going to be inviting a lot of projects, a lot of influencers, a lot of VCs, influential people that will be there, right? But I also do want to open up some spots for you guys. So those of you guys that are in Vegas, if you want to meet me, it's kind of like a mini meetup. That's going to be great. It's going to be the last week of July, in case you guys are wondering. So once I get more details and get the party planned, I'll share with you guys. So that's number one. That's coming up in July very quickly. Number two is this. So I've been talking with the Flux guys, okay? And they have something in the works. So, you know, I've been trying to plan for GeorgeCon, but it's not going to happen because it's so big and it needs time. So I thought, why not do kind of like a mini GeorgeCon. So the Flux guys have their own conference called Cypherpunk. And this is going to be in Fort Lauderdale, September 27th to 28th. So I will be co-hosting this with them. So that means it's kind of like a mini GeorgeCon. I'm going to make sure that the tickets will be cheap. And in fact, their tickets are not that bad. $250, but I'm working on a discount for all of you guys so that it should be way less than that, right? But it'll be in Fort Lauderdale, very close to Miami. And this will be kind of like my first major, forte into a conference. Kind of like I said, it's a mini conference. So most of the work is done by Flux. But I will be inviting you guys along too. So if you want to join in and learn and check out all the projects that will be there, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. So that's coming up, and since they announced it already, I think they're doing giveaways. So I have two tickets to give away. So if you guys want to join in, please do so. There will be more. This is very early. Okay, so the marketing, the branding of this will change, and as time goes on, I'll be a lot more involved. But right now, we just kind of did like a handshake kind of deal. So that's that, and I have 2 tickets to give away. So I'm going to post a link right now. The first 2 people that get it. Okay, free tickets. So 2 of them. Ready? There you go. That's the link. So enjoy. But I'll be giving out more in the future. Also, I'm not forgetting you guys, the NFT holders, Patreon members. I will be working on free tickets for you guys. So there you go. Exciting stuff. I'm making moves these days, guys. I'm making a lot of moves these days. So I told you guys I'm branching out, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing. Stuff that I've never done before, and it's very exciting, and I think you guys enjoy it more, so there'll be a lot more coming. But make sure you follow me on Twitter too. I'm very active these days on Twitter. And make sure, please do not send any ETH to that wallet address. I'm going to put it there forever. I pinned it, but do not send any ETH to that wallet address. All right, there you go. 27.3. Got a little pump going too. All right, let's do some Q&A. Did you guys see that Peter Schiff's Twitter was hacked for a little bit? And it was like shilling some gold project. It makes me wonder if it was really hacked or he did it and then the blowback was so big that he just removed it. So I don't think he ever confirmed that he was hacked. His son didn't even know. Anyways, let's see if I missed anything. Matty Ace Gaming, I can finally watch the live stream. Welcome. I was told that Cadena, for those of you guys that are interested, Cadena will be part of this, so they'll be there. I still have not talked to them, but maybe I finally will when I go there, right? So I heard Cadena's going to be there as well for those of you guys that are Cadena fans. Based on your experience in previous cycles, was this the longest bear market I've seen? How does it compare with previous ones? It feels about the same, but it was longer. but it wasn't as drastic. So Speedy, and that's a couple things. That's due to a couple things. Number one is, well, first of all, it wasn't as drastic to me, and hopefully not to you guys, because we're better prepared this time, right? For those of you guys that's been through a cycle or two, you know that you need to keep some cash on the side and not be all in. So for me, I definitely did that. Kept a lot on cash, so that I was able to buy in. But number two is the drop down wasn't nearly as bad. We fell down 77% this time versus like 85% last time. And then the previous time before that was like 88%. So the drops are becoming less and less too. And what also helped was the fact that alts didn't drop nearly as much. Some still dropped their 90, 95%, but some only dropped like 70% or 60%. And a lot of them are not far from their previous high. Like BNB, for example, they're only like 50% away from their high, right? Ethereum is about 50% from their high. Previous cycles, right around this point, most like Ethereum or BNB or whatever, Cardano, would be like still 90% off from their high. So this time around, a lot of these altcoins are also holding stronger. So it's different. It's more relaxing, not as gloomy-ish as before. Speedy. Diddle the Skittle. Congrats. Can a strap-on NFT allow me to meet you in Vegas? Yes. Yes. All NFT holders. So it'll be limited spacing, but I'll get it. I'll get it like a VIP list going, and it'll be pretty good. Artificial liquid intelligence. ALI, does it have promise? I've looked at it before. It looks pretty good. You know, I'm wary of projects that just immediately declare themselves as AI, right? Or have AI in the name or GPT in the name, because obviously it's just done as a marketing thing. I've seen this before. I don't know how good their AI like avatars really are. Their character, I don't know. I'm kind of wary of this because of, this whole GPT kind of like bandwagon hopping. So I'll have to look more into it. But they're doing pretty well today. When did they come out? They came out in February of 2022. They really didn't do much since then. Felix says, this is my first bear cycle. Lost about 70 or 80K as a newbie, but I DCA'd it and now in the green. See? No worries. Congrats. Congrats. You really think XRP will pump? Well, it will pump if they win. For sure. They've been gaining strength. That's for sure. 52 cents is pretty good for XRP. They never hit a new peak in 2021, unfortunately. Most alts did. XRP did not. So XRP holders have been waiting since 2018. It's been a long time. And if they win that lawsuit, we could see an explosion like we have never seen before for XRP. Although I take that back, because I have seen them pump from nothing to like almost $4 back in 2018. So maybe we will see something like that again. Do I like Play Mobile? It's like Legos, but more fun. No, it looks like cheap knockoffs of Legos, so no. AI, right. They have a way to detect fake NFTs and DeFi stacking also. Okay. Why do you need it? I mean, I guess there's a need for it, but you can't really fake. You can't really fake NFTs, right? I mean, you could see it on chain. Yeah, that market cap, under 1 million. Yeah, a bit too early, Joshua. Um, Altura and Gaff. I have no idea what those projects are, man. No idea. Do you ever just watch the season 1 and 2 of Walking Dead? No. No, I do not. I don't waste time on that show. I watch a lot of reruns on actually I don't watch reruns on anything really. I've been trying to get my kids into some of the older movies, you know, from the 2000s, 2010s. The really good ones that you don't really see anymore. Could we arrange a drag race? No, no thanks. I don't think I'll ever take my Ferrari to a drag strip. It's too expensive for that. Richard, you could say it like that. I have over 45 ETH. Do you think I'm good shape for the next bull cycle? 45 ETH is pretty good. What is that? That's close to 90K. That's like 80K, right? That's pretty good. If Ethereum could do I don't know if it could do a 10x from here. Maybe. I'd say like 10 to 15,000 would be good for a peak of Ethereum. You know, that'll get you like what, 600, 700,000? I'd say that's pretty good shape. But who knows? Ethereum could go higher than that. Guardians 3 was a fantastic movie. Really good. All right. So in case you missed the 3 I was talking about, Ethereum, Arbitrum, and BNB. But these are just the top ones, right? But basically it should be no different. It doesn't matter if you're in the US, in Europe, Australia, China, right? People know. You go with the biggest, right? There's the most activity, most people, most development on the top chains, right? This is why I like the top L1, L2s. You can't go wrong with them. They're the base protocol. They're the foundation for the next generation dApps. It's really no surprise, but there are a lot of things happening in all three. Raven Boy. I may take you up on that, but I don't know where you live. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to fly you out and stuff. Who do I have on for tonight's FOMO or Pass? It's a good project. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's good. I don't know if it's the sexiest project, but it's a twist for DeFi projects. So you guys will see. No, it's not Poof. And it's not Pepe. There's still a lot of Pepe guys in here. Let's do a Pepe check. Hey, Pepe's coming up. I don't think Pepe's going to die. I mean, you know, it'll bottom out. It was even lower than this before, but seems like it's picking up again. Armin, I really hope that's the case. I really hope everyone is talking about when Lambo, but a lot of people did get their Lambos again, you know, in 2021 already. But I think it's going to happen again in 2025. People just have to be patient. Crypto and any kind of investments, doesn't matter if it's crypto, any kind of investments, just takes patience. You buy low, you hodl, and then you sell high. That's how it works. Sometimes you got to wait years. Sometimes you got to wait a decade. Real estate people have to wait like a decade before they really see their gains, right? But a lot of people made a lot of money with real estate. A lot of people made a lot of money with crypto. A lot of people made a lot with stocks, but you have to have patience. I watched a Transformer movie last night. It was awesome. I don't know, man. The last Transformer movie I watched was like 10 years ago, and it was really bad. Fast X, if you guys want to go watch Fast X, this is a good movie. Fast X is like my top 3 in Fast and Furious films, and I didn't even finish Fast 9. It was so ridiculous that I shut it off, so I missed a space scene, which I should watch. But Fast 10 was actually pretty good. The villain, Jason Momoa, I think that's his name, Aquaman. He played a brilliant villain. Really good. All right, guys. Let's conclude. Bitcoin is still doing fine, but the ceiling has been listed. Right? So are we going to get a breakout soon? Especially in July. So many people talk about July. I really hope so. It'll make things a lot more exciting. And more exciting for my party that's coming up in July. And also the conference in September. But, you know, I think Bitcoin is in a really good spot. You can't be complaining about Bitcoin right around 27,000, right below 30,000. You really can't. We're farther ahead than anyone ever thought we would be at this point. And if we really push to the 40s or 50s, watch out. The money will be flowing in. But don't be ignoring the big caps too. Big caps, mid caps, some small caps. There's a lot of things going on. So don't miss those as well. All right, guys. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Good stuff on there. Okay, have a good one. And tonight will be another episode of FOMO or Pass. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Do you follow Data Dash? He goes on and on about bear market continuation. No, I don't. Mostly for that reason. No, not for that reason, but people have told me he's very bearish. He's been bearish since 2018. So, all right, have a good one. Take care.